Aleichem Sholem. Mamish just arrived from the airport now, a few minutes ago.
Well, take a drink, Koch. Have you got drink with
you? Yeah. Oh, Baruch Hashem, yeah, sure. Fine. Oh, Sholem Zabeni. Yeah, Mamish literally arrived now, so, okay. Let's see. So, mir alten im Hashem, Masechet Nazir, Daf Daled Amud Beis. Daf Daled Amud Beis. We learned Azoy. We learned before, and the Gemara says about, we learned about the Shimshon, the special type of Nazirus, Nazir Shimshon. Nazir Shimshon is a Nazirus that he could be nitmol amazing, right? That's what you said. Now the Gemara said, we learned the last few weeks, we learned that Rabbi Yudah said that someone is Mekabel on himself Nazir Shimshon. He's allowed to be mitamal amazing. The same like Shimshon was mitamal amazing. So frag the Gemara, uminolon deitmal amazing. Who says that actually Shimshon was mitamal amazing? Where do we see that Shimshon was mitamal amazing? So that's the shayla of the Gemara. Uminolon deitmal amazing. Says the Gemara, if you can tell me why, because the Choyra is a before apostle. The state over there that Shimshon said about himself, "Belechi hachamoyri keisi, 1000 ish." Of this talking about the Choyra is talking about the Plishtim wanted to kill him, and he attacked them back after Bnei Yehuda gave in Shimshon. They snitched about him, and he hit them with the cheek of a donkey. He hit them over there. Belechi hachamoyri 1000 ish. 1000 ish. So the Choyra is a raya from there that he didn't have a problem to be nitmol amazing. Li Choyra, they were goyim. Right? So even though you can say them freedom and doma that goyim are not mitame beoyel, but over here it's talking about the maga. So the maga definitely the mitame lefi everyone. Machloikis is if a goy is mitame and tumas mes is only legabe tumas oyel, but legabe tumas maga definitely is mitame. So when he's talking about legabe the tumas maga, and this is definitely going to be what we say is going to be Tomei. Says the Gemara. Look the Gemara. Sorry. Yeah. So the Gemara dilme giruye gori behu velo inoga behu. Maybe Shimshon just threw the lechi achamoyel, like you threw like an arrow, like a bow and arrow, like you just from the distance. So maybe you killed them without actually touching them. And so the Gemara Elo meoche. We learned that from a different pasuk. Steht in pasuk azoi. Vayach mehem 30 ish, va'ikach es chalitzoisam. Shimshon killed 30 of the Plishtim, and he took from them the clothes. Now, when he took of the clothes from the Plishtim, must be he touched them after they died. So, if you're going to say, also from here, there's no right that he became Tomem, because maybe maybe first he was mafshid them when they were still alive, and only after that he killed them. Says the Gemara, no. Let's be medak in the pasuk. It says vayach vayikach. The first says vayach, and only after that it says vayikach. So the lashon of the pasuk is mashma that first there was the akoy. He first killed them, and only then he took away from them the clothes. So the choyres is a right that he was metamel amazing. So the Gemara, even if you're going to say that was the Seder Advarim, maybe it was a goises, maybe the dominant the goises. Elo says the Gemara, Gemire lo. This we learned me pia shmue that Shimshon killed them, and after that he took off the clothes and he was mafshid them for the clothes. So the Gemara Elo over here. So when we learn the Gemara Elo, how we learn the Gemara Elo? Pashtus. The Gemara says Elo meoche vayachadablish. Elo says the Gemara. Right? What's the Elo? So Pashtas we learn the Elo is like we don't need a raya. We don't need a raya. So if we look at Toises, let's see the Toises. Let's see the Toises. Toises Oktazoi. Zok Toises Diba Maschil Dilme Giyure Geire Lo Shel Chitzim Kloima Merocho Ik Zoyrek Boim Vehorgom Dilme Goisesim Shavinu Lav Davke Goisesim Ki Nazir also liga legoises. Elo kloimar korov legoisesim. Elo gemore pirush de gamrinen de katlinu mamesh. Veodar shelucha shalchinen. Afilo l'mandoma kivrei oil de gechovim eno metamim beoyel b'maga miu metamim. So from Toises over here, after we see the Toises, that's when we learn a few things. First of all, we learn from Toises, and the Maritz Chayes Mamesh says it in the Rambam also, that they had a Kabbalah alocha l'mishu Sinai, and the Nazir Shimshon is allowed to be in the Tamil Amazing. And as I said, mashma in Rashi and Makis and Daf Chof Beis Amud Aleph is mashma that is they had the halacha l'Moshe Sinai. But Tosfos says over here that lav dafke goysesim, because this was what you're not allowed to be metamel is not dafke goysesim. That's what it was. Legabe, I think it was called legoyses because the goyses we know only on Nazir. Stamazon we told is only a goyses. You're not allowed to touch a goyses. Yeah. Let's see the Rosh. Let's look at the Rosh inside. The Rosh over here in Dibo Amaschil Belechi Achamoyer 1000 ish. Zok the Rosh Azoy. Over in the side. Says the Rosh. Belechi Achamoyer Casey 1000 ish. Nearly the Me'ai Kro Loi Maisemidi. The Be'ois Hasho Bo Olo Plishtim Ve'utzach Lamoid Al Nafshoy. The Rosh says a very, very interesting thing over here. The Rosh says, Lichoire, from this pasuk is no right. Why? The Plishtim wanted to kill him. So the Shas HaSakone. The Shas HaSakone is a Pikuach Nefesh. Pikuach Nefesh is Doiche Kol HaTorah Kula. So for sure that he's going to be Doiche. That's another question, Bechlad. But the being in Tosfos Rabbeinu Peretz, being is talking about that Shimon had to save himself, only himself. And he was not allowed to be Metamel and Mesim. He could also scare them. He doesn't have to kill them nafke, or he could kill them without touching them, or as the Gemara says, Giyure Gaire, throwing them stones, as the Gemara asked. Just a raya is yes in that pasuk. So the Rosh says, Lechoyer, in this pasuk we don't have a raya. So the Tosfos Rabbeinu Peretz, no, in this Gemara, in this pasuk we do have a raya. Lechoyer, it was the raya. Lechoyer is Pikuach Nefesh. He said, no, there was Pikuach Nefesh. So Mitzat Sheni, he could do it a little bit different. He could throw them stones. He could do it without touching it. The Gemara says. The Netziv and Meroy Mesodeh answers the shail of the Rosh because the Rosh doesn't stand for it. The Gemara does bring it as a raya. The Gemara brings it as a raya. The Gemara just asked her why he couldn't do it differently. Oh, but the Rosh, sorry. Well, in the Gemara brings it as a raya. So why we don't bring it? So the Meroy Mesodeh as Ateres. If he would kill them only because he wasn't a sakone, so he should have killed not all of them. He could kill half of them, 20%. Yeah, once he kills already half of them, they're all going to be scared and they're all going to run away. So why he killed all of them? From this we learn that also without the reason of pikuach nefesh, he would allow is mutar litame. Why? Because of Nazir Shimshon is mutar litame lemeisim. Is like the Rosh. The Gemara said over here, the Gemara said that first, says the Gemara, Dil me goyzes shavinen, says Tosfos, what's the Dil me goyzes shavinen? Says Tosfos, not mamish goyzesim. Not mamish goyzesim. So, what's the pshat? There is a Gemara later on. The Gemara later on, the Gemara says Azoy, the Gemara is in Daf Mem Gimel, the Gemara is Azoy. And you can't say that he done the mamish goyzesim. Why? Because over there says, Shloki says in Daf Mem Gimel, that we darshan from the word leichaloi, that the kohen is also litamel emes. Till when? Says the Gemara at shoshi yomus. Explains Shlokish. What's the pshat? Says Shlokish Azoy. A kohen is not allowed to be mitame even for a goyses. Why? Because a goyses is already like he's oimed. He's going to be a cholol in a few minutes. So the same thing we learned that for a kohen. So the same like a kohen we learn from leichaloi. And appeal is a goyses cannot be mitame because it's leichaloi. So what din also Nazir? Nazir can't be mitame to goyses. Elomai, as we said, Tosfos because mamish goyses. It's just kein goyses. And the Rosh fragt the selbe shaila. The Rosh says differently. Says the Rosh is on the daf. So let's see the inside. V'dil me goysesim shavinu. V'afilu leman domar perek gimel midi. The Nazir also ligabe goyses. Ochelav goysesim. Mamish elos smuchim le goysesim. Venirali, says the Rosh, adds a very important thing. Venirali, lechalek ben goyses bidei odom, legoyses bidei shomayim, legoyses bidei odom. So the Rosh says a very, very interesting thing. Another teres. You have to be mechalek ben goyses. So the first teres he says like Tosfos. No mamish, goyses in korov legoyses. But the second teres, the Rosh says something very interesting. That you have to be mechalek ben goyses bidei odom, that Nazir is allowed to touch, or going to the Shamayim, that's also. What's the swar in it? Lichoira. Why should we say it is the difference between goises and a goises? So there is in the Choinim we find a lot of ways to explain why should it be a difference. It goes to be the Adam and goes to be the Shomayim that it can be metame and over here it can't be metame. So the Maritz Chayes says Azoi. When we look at the pasuk, legabe retziche, we learn out of the pasuk kol nefesh, right? That's what we learn, kol nefesh. So the retziche, when we learn from the pasuk over there, kol nefesh, dafke if a person he didn't join himself in the retziche, then he's going to be chayv. So only if it was a kois b'dei adam, and then a person was not a mention of mishtatef in the misa, he's going to be potul. But if the goyses would be dei shamayim, so another person was not mishtatef in the misa, then he's going to be chayiv. Oh, now a nazir is not allowed to be mitame, only to a goyes b'dei shamayim. Why? Because goyes b'dei shamayim is considered more of a mess than a goyes b'dei adam. As is like the Maritz Chayes. A goyes b'dei shamayim is considered more of a mess, more than a goyes b'dei adam. Really, the whole Isa for a kohen, as we said from Leichaloi, that afilu b'shor sheyomus is going to die. This is dafke by a goyes b'dei adam, and not by a goyes b'dei. Sorry, goyes b'dei shamayim, and not a goyes b'dei adam. Where does the raya from? Where does the raya? And I saw what's a very nice raya in the Sefer. It's called Teras HaNazir. It made an interesting raya. He brings a rosh l'shitosai. Explain why a goyes b'dei shamayim is considered more of a mess, more than a goyes b'dei adam. And mimele goyes b'dei adam, a nazir could be metame. Mashein can nazir cannot be metame to goyes b'dei shamayim. Dr. Azoi. The rosh and Elchin and Davdalet Amedalev, the rosh Dr. Azoi. Even though a goyses, you cannot be ma'amid, right? That means if a person does the lie of a goyses. So even though a goyses, you cannot be ma'amid, or a behema geshochten a behema. That means b'dei adam, a person shechten a behema, has more of a chayes, and you can be ma'amid. As is Dr. Rosh and Erchin Avdalit. Says the Teras HaNazir, Lechoire, beautiful. That from Havayez Muchach, that what a goyses b'dei adam has less than a chayes, and that's why it's considered more of a mess. Legabe it is that a nazir could not be metamete. Legabe a nazir, what are we looking for? We're looking for what is called a mess. A nazir is not allowed to be metamel a mess. So we're looking what's nechshav more of a mess. A mess is nechshav b'dei shamayim more than b'dei adam. Maybe could say that. And by nazir, by shimshon, when we want to bring a right that he was a tamel a mess, says the Gemara that it was a goyses. So he says, goyses it was b'dei adam, the second terrace of the rosh. But what's the pshat in the rosh? So we bring a raya that the rosh says himself in Orchin that a goyses you could not be ma'amid. Oh, but that means the goyes b'dei shamayim. But goyses that sorry, be'ema shchuta because of his b'dei adam. I don't know if the Rosh doesn't speak over there mefurish that's talking about over there b'dei adam. What's going to be the din? Let's say what's going to be the din legabe adam. Let's say a person that he is a goyses b'dei adam. You can be ma'amid and marichem. The goyes masha don't nish. And lefi what we're learning now, we should also be marich in this case the same thing. Okay. In the Tosfos, yeah. In the Tosfos, what we saw over here, Tosfos says, and Diba Maschil Elo. Right? Tosfos says, Elo, what's the Elo? So as we said, the Elo, the MS is, it's a Gemara Gomir, yeah, it says Tosfos, Elo, Gamrinen, Pirush, the Gamrinen, the Katlinu, Mamesh, Voda Sheluch Shalchinan. So that's what we learn. So what's the Elo? The Elo is that what? That yes, he killed them. That's the Halacha L'Moshe Sinai. I mean, the Gemara is a Kabbalah. So what's the Elo? The third of the Gemara is Elo, that what we had a Kabbalah that was Mipi Ashmur, that Shimshon actually killed them first, and then he was mafshed the begodim. Mele from Avei Zeraye, that he's allowed to be metamel amazing. That's one mahalach of learning the Gemara. Yeah, that's the mahalach of the Toises. The Meiri learned Tasayachet. But there's a different mahalach in the Gemara, the mahalach of the Rambam. The Rambam in Ilchos Nazirus, Perek Gimel Halacha Yud Gimel, says the Rambam azoi, Umuter hoyo leitamo lemeisim. He's talking about Shimshon, yeah? So Umuter hoyo leitamo lemeisim. Vedovel ze halacha mipi hakabole. So says the Maritz Chayes, the pshat of the Rambam learned in the Gesuge is a different pshat than Toises. When we learn the Maskone, where do we know that Shimshon is allowed to be metamel lemeisim? So we learn it out from a Gemara. What is the Gemara? So the Gemara Gomir is that he killed them and then he was mafshid them. How could he be mafshid? It's Hatmeim. The Rambam says differently. The Rambam says, says the Maritzai, the shot is that he had a Kabbalah Moish Misina, he had a Kabbalah Gemara Gomir, that Shimshon was not Molemeisim. And he brings a raya also from the Pirush HaMishnas, the Rambam, and many different things. Another pshat of the Gemara, yeah. Another pshat in the Malach of the Gemara is in the Tshuvas Marit.
The Gemara said Gemara Gemire Lo.
Gemire, that means that what?
Lo. To who?
Lot, they had a Kabbalah. They had a Kabbalah.
Shimshon had a Kabbalah.
He had the Kabbalah loy. Gemara. When we learn before the Gemara in Elo, how you learn Stam Azoi Elo? What's the pshat, the lesson of Elo? But there, Stam, and the pshat in the Gemara of Elo is very interesting. The pshat of Elo is that you don't need any more the Vayach Vayikach. Elo always in the Gemara, Pashas in the Gemara, Elo always Falta vek alles. So verkehrt. Lefi what the Maritz Chayes learns in the Rambam, the Elo is much more Gishmak. Lefi Toiz, the Elo is a little bit different. Because Elo, b'derech Elo is, Elo, I don't need to be medagdeg the Posuk, Vayach, Vayikach. Why? Because they had the Kabbalah, that's what? That is allowed to be metamel amazing. Or, Lefi Toiz, what's the Pshat Elo? Elo, I don't need to be medayek the psukim vayach and then vayikach. That first was a kohe and noch dem given the kiche. Guess what? We had the Kabbalah that first. There was vayach and then was vayikach. It's a little bit funny. As I often say, lefi toises. So lefi toises and lefi the Rambam is also how do we learn the Elo? Lefi the Rambam is very gishmak the Elo. The way the Maritz Chayes learns the Rambam, the Gemara is very geschmack the Elo. Elo is Elo take, that's what? That we don't need a Vayach. We don't need Vayikach, we don't need the Posuk. Why? Because we had a Kabbalah. We had a Halocha L'Moish V'Sinai, a Kabbalah, that he's allowed to be Metamel Amazing. Yeah. Now, yeah? Okay. Oh, let's go to Marit El Ghazi. The Marit, not the Marit El Ghazi, the Marit says that what means Gemara Gomiloi? Let's definitely the pshat. He says that Meikar Adin, another Shimshon is a mutar litamul lemeisi.
That's all in Rabbi Yehuda. That's in the feed the Gemara now. It's all in Rabbi Yehuda. Rabbi Shimon not kalten for the Gemara.
Yeah, for sure. The whole shaila is lefi Rabbi Yehuda. Lefi Rabbi Yehuda who says that mutar litamul lemeisi. Where do we learn it from? The whole shaila is lefi Rabbi Yehuda. Yeah. Now, if you look at the Gemara, Toises, let's go back to the Toises. So Toises says, Elo, Gemara, Pirush, the Gamrina, the Katlinu, Mamish, Voda, Shlucha, Shalchina. Oh, now let's go to the second part of Toises. What's up, Toises? Ve'afilu leman de'omar. Kivroi v'kirchovim, eino metamim bo'yer, b'maga mi metaminen. Now let's speak a second about this Toises. What's up, Toises now? So Toises be'etzim has a shaila. What's the raya that Shimshon was allowed to be metamel amazing? Doch Shitas Rab Shimon Yochai, Yevomes Daf Samachalef or Medalef, Kivrei Akum Eino Metamim. Shimshon killed over the Goyim. And for Toysa, that Rav Shimon Bar Yochai is moide that they are metame b'maga. Only tumas oil that were maker. And Shimshon was nitmo to them, to these goyim b'maga. Imele is muchach over here, and you're allowed to be metame lemesim. Yeah, that's what Toysa comes to say over here. That's what Toysa comes on over here. The Mekor for this Chidush of Toysa is from the Gemara in Yevomes. Gemara says over there, in Yevomes, what Toysa brings down, the Gemara says Tazoi. The Matinu Kro Mitamu Boyer. Mago Masa Mima Atinu Kro. That means the Torah was reminded Atim Kuim Odom, and we learn it out from Atim Kuim Odom, and Homi Kuim Odom, right? And we learn as it's only Legabe. So the Gemara understand that we remember the Pasuk is reminded Davke Legabe to Masoyel and not Legabe other things. And as Rashi also in Pashas Matrix, right? Rashi says, Rashi brings it al Torah. She'af Ledivrei Oimer Kivrei Goyim Eino Metamin. Right? Eino Metamin Boyel. Moideru she'agoyim Metamin B'mago B'masa. And that's Rashi al Torah brings the same idea. Ober Sido, very interesting. If Toshis brings it down, we must mention the Shita Sayareim. Shita Sayareim is a very interesting Shita. Shita Sayareim is a Simen Shin Chov base. The Shita Sayareim is Simen Shin Chov base, Paskas like Rav Shimon Bar Yochai, and he says that Lefi them Kohanim are muter gam b'maga v'gam b'masa of Meisei Oivdei Koychovim. And this is the thing. Not like our Toysis. So over here we have the Toysis. The Toysis says Lehedye. Rashi in the Chumash. Pashtus the Gemara in Yevomes over there. The Toysis says Lehedye that a goy is metame be mago masa. Afilu lefi Rav Shimon. Even lefi Rav Shimon Yochai, who says that a goy is not metame boil, or afilu shitosoi is metame be mago be masa. Or the shita say Yereim is, and the person that as the Yereim, anything. Now, how are we going to find for the Gemara lefi the Yereim? How are we going to find for the Gemara lefi the Yereim? Ich weiß nicht. It's a little bit of a difficult shita Yereim over here, but not like our Toysis. Toysis ba'un zok mefurish nishta say, not like Toysis over here, and lefi the Yereim. Now lefi the Yereim we're gonna have our Gemara problem, right? How the Gemara and Yevomes are gonna answer. So if we go to the Gemara and Yevomes, we can have a problem with our Gemara over here. But let's start with the shita Yereim with the Gemara and Yevomes. The Gemara and Yevomes, lefi the Gemara and Yevomes. So the Yereim doesn't deal with it. There's the Nimukei Yosef. The Nimukei Yosef and Bometzia, Kuf Yudalet Amad Beis, and the Daper Gemara, and Daper Arif is Tamachtes Amad Beis, and Daper Arif. He brings B'Shem the Yereim that Be'emes may say Oivdei Koychovim Metameh B'mago B'masa. Just what? The Kohanim are not muzhorim to be Metameh. But there there's the Kohanim are muzhorim. Yes, to be Metameh, not to be Metameh. Over the Kohanim are not muzhorim in Metameh. And because they are not Metameh Boyel, so they don't have the din of Tumas Mes. Just what? Like a Tumas Nevele. That the Kohanim are not muzhar on it. As is Octa. And Memele, lefi them, is Nishver from the Gemara Yevomes. Because in the Gemara Yevomes is mashma, what we remind davke oil, or not odom. Says the Nimukei Yosef, if this is not metame be oil, so it's not like a tumas oil, it's not like a tumas mes. What is it? It's like a tumas nevela. Tumas nevela is metame be mago, metame maso. Now once he touches it, the mago and maso for sure, it's the din tumas a tumas mes. Because if it's only a tumas nevela, it's not a problem. So the Nimukei Yosef says how to explain the Yereim in the Gemara Yevomes. Because the Gemara Yevomes, we said that it is metame, right? It's metame be or Nazir. And the Kohen Goy is metame be mago ubemaso over nish beoyel. How are we going to find for? Yes. The pshat is be'emes that what Goyim on metame mago maso. What we said in the Yereim said no, the Kohen is not muzer to metame. Because why? Because they're not metame beoyel, so they don't have the din of tumas oil. Just what they have a tume like an avela that has tumas mago masa, and the kohen is not muzarim. And as I state that in other rishonim, the Moshe Sefer Eshkol and in Chois Tumas Koyanim, he says over there the lotion of the Eshkol is v'yesh oimrim. It means the Yereim. The afal gav the masik ravine. That means that's the ravines in the Gemara in Yevomes. ולא ימעטינו קרוא ממגה ומסה, מכל מקום אין כהן מוזהור עליהן, ותומסם כתומס נבלה. And he's like the forest the thing. And there is a big discussion about this Yereim. It's not so get our suge. But if you want to look at Maramokoim, is the Mishtal Melech and Ilchois Oval, Gimel Aloche Aleph. There's a big arichas about this. But what we're gonna have over here a problem with our suge is the Shitas Yereim, our Gemara. That's what we learned in our Gemara. Let's go back to our Gemara. Our Gemara we learned that the Gemara tries to bring a raya lefi Rabbi Yehuda. Where do we see that Shimshon is allowed to be metam lemeisi? Bring the Gemara raya from Lechi Achamor. Bring the Gemara Lechi Achamor. Why? Because Lechi Achamor was only sorry. Lechi Achamor was nicht geraya for was, but Lechi Achamor was only goyim. Was only goyim. Says Toises. I feel that goyim or no metame. Aber der no metame be oil, that will be Rab Shimon ben Yochai. Aber be mago masa de metame. So what do we do lefi Shitas Yereim? Shitas Yereim is in Shinchov Beis that we pass like Rab Shimon ben Yochai. And he says that lefi them koyanim or mutter afilu be mago maga over akum. So how are we gonna find our lefi them? We're gonna have the Shiloh of Toys and the Gemara over here. So the Gemara there we can find for very good. Is what Reb Eli said before, and the way it goes with Shitas Rabbi Yehuda. And Rabbi Yehuda disagrees with Rab Shimon ben Yochai. Man, very simple. Is that Rab Shimon? Why Tosis doesn't say it?
Yeah.
I mean, we have to come to the Shiloh of the Yereim to find for it, but Lechoire, this is the Shiloh of no. Lechoire, that's what you wanted to ask before, no? On Toises. Toises bring that I feel if he does Rab Shimon, but over here it's metam b'mago mago. But this is we're going Mashitas the ganze Gemara the gate of Mashitas Rab Yehuda. Over here the Gemara is talking about Mashitas Rab Yehuda. So the Gemara over there is talking about Mashitas Rab Shimon. Rab Shimon Yochai he says like that the metam b'oil. So Lefita very very good. That's what the Bemes that our Gemara is talking about Mashitas Rab Yehuda. And Rabbi Yehuda disagrees with Rab Shimon Yochai, and he says that Chachamim that word that a goy meiste akum or metame boil, and that's why koyanim, or as we learned koyanim also from Nazirim, they are muzhorim to be metame to a goy. And made it smucha from Shimshon that he was allowed to be metame lemeisim, and and as they break tak and dagos ma'miniyos, and over there in Ilchois Ovel and Perek Gimel, in the beginning and now his base, and
Where do you see the psukim? There's enough community between the goy and the yid to be metame.
Because Odom kiyomus boil. The Gemara is medayek. Odom atem kurim Odom. So it's the word Odom. Odom kiyomus boil. It's talking about tumas oil. Yeah, it's talking about tumas oil. So we learn out from over there that it's dafke Odom kiyomus boil. Dafke Odom is dafke Yisrael. Yeah. Lamas and the Gemara. Okay, going back now, the Gemara explains the din of the Mishnah. We learned in the Mishnah Nazir Oilam Mutar Lehokel Besaroi. Right, that's what we learned in the Gemara. That Nazir Oilam Mekel Roisha Betar, and he brings 3 behemoths. Fight the Gemara. When Nazir Oilam Heicheksiv. Where do we find that the Nazir Oilam is allowed to be Mekel Besaroi? And for the Gemara, this we learn out from a brayso. So the Tanya Rebbe Oimer. Avshalom Nazir Oilam Oyo. Shneimar. Vayimi Keitz 40 Shana. Vayomer Avshalom El HaMelech. He tells his father, he tells David HaMelech. El Chono ve'ashalem es nidri asher nodarti LaHashem bechevron. Now, from the Lashon of Neder, what's mashma? The Gemara understands now that the Lashon Neder over here is mashma, that the korbanos. That these are the korbanos. Right? Which korbanos? The korbanos of Nazirus. Korbanos Nazirus. And they are the Kabbalah that the Neder, what it doesn't say in the Psukim, it doesn't say that he was Noida Nazirus. It says Neder. But they are the Kabbalah that the Neder, what he done as a Nazirus. Which type of Nazirus? Nazirus Oilam. And we learn from this that Avshalom was a Nazir Oilam. Just what we don't know when he was Megaleach. How much he was Megaleach. And this Rabbi says, Megaleach, Echol name also Chodesh, Shneimar. It says of the Apostle, Vayim Keitz Yomim Leyomim. right? Over there it says that Asher Yegaleach ki koved olov v'gilchoi, and we learn out in the Feir Medale ve'yoli. We learn out Revi learns the Roshove that word Yomim was said by Avshalom Yomim miboter Choimo. It says by Geulas boter Choimo steht auf der Ishki im Koyo. Base Moishav Ir Choimo Roisa Geulas a Toim Shtas v'Kover Yomim Tia Geulas. Right? And what's the Yomim over there? Yomim over there means a year. Yeah. Ve'yoli Yomim miboter Choimo. Ma Hoso Shtei Mosor Chodesh. Afkan. So by Avshalom Shtei Mosor Chodesh. Not every once and every 12 months. This one, Megalech Achas Shloishim Yom. And the Gemara is going to bring the Mekor later. Rabbi Yossi Omer, Megalech Me'erev Shabbos Le'erev Shabbos. Shekeim Atlim V'nei Melochim. Megalechim Me'erev Shabbos Le'erev Shabbos. And Avshalom was Mekel V'saroi Misman Lezman. The same thing, every Nazir Oilam can be Mekel V'saroi Misman Lezman. Okay. The Toises, so let's start with Toises. Toises says, Dimo HaMaschil, ונוזיר אוילום איך הכסיב. כלומר, שמותו להוקל, ומייסה מאבשולם, שיומקל למר כדאיסלי, או למר כדאיסלי. So we learn over here that it was mekel besar. זה סטויזס weiter, es nidria שנודרתי, וסתם נדר משמע לנזירוס. It doesn't mean a מקור. It says, סתם נדר משמע לנזירוס. ואויד, אחר שלא יהיו מגלח, אלא יהיו יומים, משמע שיכבי לו סרוי בכלל דנזירוס נדר. Nidazirus nodar. What was a pshat? So Tosis over here, what Tosis says over here? The second pshat, right? The stam neder mashal Nazirus. That's the first pshat at Tosis. And then it says Tosis, oi, ahar shelo megaleh elo miyomim leyomim, mishum sheich bidol of saroi, right? It says in the pasuk before, and the pasuk it says before, and the Gemara doesn't mean the pasuk, but the pasuk before it says. That Tosis learns out from this pasuk. Mishum she'ir bidol saroi michlal the Nazirus nodar. What's the pshat in the second teretz of Tosis? What's the pshat? Tosis the way we have to learn the Tosis azoi, because be'emes from this pasuk itself you can't learn that he was a Nazir, because maybe Stam he wanted to have long hair. Not because Nazirus. Nazirus. Just what from the pasuk.
It's like Shimshon. It's like Shimshon. It doesn't exist such a concept of Nazir. Why does it more go down the same route as Shimshon?
The what?
But Shimshon also the Gemara is trying to find the source of the machloek is that the Nazir Shimshon Bechal existed. Who says Nazir Olam existed?
Oh, so Nazir Olam we know that there was existed. We see that we know there was a Nazir Shimshon. Sorry, Nazir Olam. Nazir Olam.
Was it Nazir Olam Amdash Nazir Shimshon?
Sorry? Because Nazir Shimshon we said it was a Iroah Shor, was a special Iroah. Who said that you could have
Nazir Olam? Huh? Who was the first Nazir Olam?
As the Gemara says over here, Nazir Olam is Avshalom. Maybe
there was also a Iroah Shor. I mean, why by Nazir Olam? What?
We don't find that he done it something. He was told to do it. He was told to do it.
He invented it. It was his chiddush.
No, it says that he was neither or nether. That's what it says.
It didn't exist before. The Torah doesn't bring the Torah doesn't tell you a concept of Nazir Olam with eigene halachas. We
knew that the halacha is that it does that concept of a Nazir.
By Shimshon, it's debatable, and by Nazir Olam, it's so clear that is given Iroah Shor with the halacha Sinai, whatever you say, but.
By Nazir Shimshon, yeah, because by Nazir Shimshon we see before that he was told by the Malach to do so. He didn't. We don't find anything anywhere else.
So isn't a Nazir Odom the same thing as an ordinary Nazir, except instead of it being for 30 days, it's forever. Although there is a different halachas. There is a different halachas.
he's got different halachas. He's allowed to be making b'tar.
Oh, that's it. But apart from that,
Yeah, but you can't adapt it to your own needs.
No. So you're going by something else. Oh, very good. So what we learned about, let me go back to this. Okay, I'm gonna go back to this. Let's finish first. I want to understand first the pshat, and then we're gonna go into the Rishonim. Well, you saying, yeah, now I understood. Shkacha Benny, explain me the shaila. Let's go through first the Toysers. There's the stand first the Toysers, and then we're gonna go into a little bit more the Indian. So Toysers says over two terutim, right? Toysers says the stam neder mashmal in Nazirus. That means, because in the pasuk itself, Toshis Be'etzim in the second teretz comes to tell us from the pasuk itself, we can't learn that he was a Nazir. Maybe Stam wanted to have long hair. No bitam Nazirus. Just in the pasuk, we learned that he had a neder. Avshalom, he given a nodur. He got of zich a neder. And the pasuk before we understand that neder, right? It was mikoach Nazirus to give him the neder. Now, if you remember, Amid Aleph, Toshis says that the asmachte, right? Asmachte shemevi sholosh beimois. Where do we learn that from? Me'av sholom domar hashalem nidri chatos oilo shlomi kenozir toyo. And this is mamisha shlome to what we say over here, that because this neder what of sholom, right? Toshis in the Mishnah. This is mamisha shlome what we're saying over here, because this neder what Avshalom wanted now to pay to fulfill the neder. It was not a neder of a Nazirus. This was korbanos that he had to the bing over there. And that is to go into pay. Vashalem is nidri, to go into pay. But the Nazirus, he was knowing everywhere. Everywhere he could be knowing the Nazirus. And this is what he said over here. Avshalom says, Erchol no Vashalem is nidri. And the pshat is, and the Mefar over here, the Mefar, the Meiri, says that the neder is the korbanos Nazirus. That was the neder. The neder was not the Nazirus itself. The neder was the, as I said, the Mefar. The Meiri, the Zelbezach. That the neder is the korbanos Nazirus. And the Iyun Yaakov sagt auf the Mefar, sagt so, explain, that the pasuk, was steht El Chonoch. Right? Ki neder nodar avdecho beshivti b'kshur arom leimoy im Yoshu Yoshivadi Hashem Yerushalayim va'avadeti et Hashem. As he steht dort in the pasuk. That means Avshalom tells his father, he's convincing him, why do I have to go to Hebron? Because when I was a kshur arom, when he ran away from, because he was upset, David was upset with him because he killed Amnon. So he ran away to Kshur Arom, to his grandfather, and then he done this pledge that if Rebbe is going to bring it back, so I will bring korbanos. That means he done a neder, right? And noider based sorrow, he has to pay the korbanos Nazirus. So the feed them is muchach from over here that the Nazir Oilam doesn't have to be mekel b'sarin to bring 3 behemoths. Because there's no neder over here to bring korbanos, because he's mechuyev to do so. Guess what? He was neither to want to be mekel b'sayor, and then to bring the korbanos Nazirus. And the Meiri says over there, the Meiri says that the Kabbalah that he done a neder Nazirus, and the asmachte is the psukim over here. What we learned, he came from Kshur Arom, the Megaleach, but the Meiri says that they had a Kabbalah that the Nazirus of Avshalom was Nazirus Nazir Oilam. That was the Nazirus of Avshalom. Now, let's go back to what Rebbe asked. So we said over here, okay, so once we learned the Toises, let's see, we learned over here that how much is Megaleach. So he said, the Braise brings over here, that what? We learned many shittas. We have 3 shittas. Shittas Rebbe, that is Megaleach every 12 months. And Rab Meirai is Megaleach every 30 days. And Shittas Rabbi Yossi is Megaleach every Shabbos. What is the mekoros of each and one of them? We're going to see in Hashem in the Gemara weiter. But the Gemara brings the mekor first of Rebbe. Rebbe says that the first mekor of Rebbe is Megaleach Echol L'Shnei Masar Chodesh from the Braise. There is a machlokes before we go into the Braise, and now I want to misjach the Rebbe Eli Shaila. There is a machlokes Rishonim in the pshat and the machlokes. In the machlokes of 3 different shittas, we said, when is Megaleach Nazir Oilam? Once every 12 months, as Rabbi said. Rab Meirai says every 30 days, or is
Shabbos.
Rabbi Yossi is Megalech every Erev Shabbos. The Rishonim explained the Machloikes Azoi. The Mefarish says that the whole Machloikes is only when Avshalom was Megaleach. Every Nazir Olam, for sure that he's Megaleach once every 30 days. And this is like the Mefarish. For sure he's Megaleach everything. Over here in Dibur Masechet Tanya. And also in Heyom Aleph and Dibur Masechet Mideh, talk the Mefarish. And then this explains the Mishnah Melech and Nazirus. Perek Gimel Halacha Yud Beis explains what says the Mefarish says. He explains a different Mefarish and Daf Dalet Amud Aleph that the Nazir Olam is Meikel Kol Lamed Yoim. The Mefarish says in the Mishnah. Fragt of the Mishnah Melech, the Choyre is doch schwer. The Machloikes Tanoim when is the Giluach. Elamai, the Mefarish goes to Sitosa that the whole Machloikes only when Avshalom was Megaleach. Stam the Nazir Olam for sure is Megaleach Kol Lamed Yoim. Why? Because the Nazir Olam is like part of the Nazir. Part of the Nazir is stated in the Torah, and it's Megaleach Kol Lamed Yoim, and that's what we learn over here. As I said, the Mefarish. The Mefarish also adds to explain the reason that every Nazir Olam is Megaleach every 30 days, because it's called Koived. And what's the shear of Koived? The shear of Koived is 30 days. What the Machloikes is only Legabe Avshalom. Rebbe that Avshalom, he was very strong. So by him Koived, it was not after 30 days. By him Koived was after 12 months. So what the Machloikes, Tanoim, is only Legabe Avshalom. By him 12 months, it was Koived. Rabbi Yossi says that Avshalom was a Ben Melech. The Bnei Melochim is every Erev Shabbos. And that's why by him, that was already a Koived, because even though he's a giver and nothing to do with the Gvur, it has to do because he was a Ben Melech. The Rai says, no, Avshalom like every normal Nazir Olam. Every Nazir Olam is once in 30 days. That's the Shir Koived. The same thing over here was once in 30 days. As I said, I can't hear you.
It's not because of Hich Bizarro, it's because of his regular Nazir. The Mishnah says the reason why he is a Scherzer is because of Hich Bizarro, not the feed them. It's because it's a regular Nazir. The regular Nazir is Shlosh Yom.
Oh, that's the Shaila. What is Koived? What's the gather of Koived? What's Koived? So that what the Mefarish explains. The feed the Mefarish is, and that answers your question. If your question was on Legabe Giluach, and Avshalom was different, Take. The ganze Machloikes Legabe every Nazir is 30 days. The Machloikes over here, the feed the Mefarish is Take only Legabe Nazir. Nazir Oilom is Avshalom. Avshalom, because B'derech Klal Koived is 30 days. No, a normal person is 30 days. Avshalom was a großer Giber given. So he was a big giver. So for him, 12 months was Koived. For him, 12 months was Koived. Oh, as we say, he was a Ben Melech. So for him was every Erev Shabbos, the Rabbi Yossi. Rabbi Rai says no. And that's the three shittas. Rabbi says Avshalom was different, that he done it every Koived was only once in 12 months. Rabbi Rai says no, he was like every regular month, 30 days. Rabbi Yossi says no. By him was not Koived, but by him he was a Ben Melech, and a Ben Melech is every Erev Shabbos. The Rambam disagrees on the Mefarish. The Rambam understands that the Machloikes Tanoim is every Nazir. And that's where do we see it in the Rambam? Because the Rambam paskins, and Nazir was a Perek Vav Halacha Yud Beis, the Rambam paskins that every Nazir Olam is Megaleach Kol Yud Beis Chodesh. The Rambam paskins like Rebbe. And he held that Rebbe held that every Nazir Olam, this man Giluach, is once every 12 months. Kol Yud Beis Chodesh. And the Mishnah Melech learns that Azoi learned Toises, and Toises later on in the Zayin on base, Azoi will learn the Toises. Now, the Mishnah Melech, correct of the Mefarish. Why? The Mefarish, the Shittoso, wasn't enough Kemin El Halacha in the Machloikes Tanoim. Wasn't enough Kemin El Halacha, as if like the Mishnah Melech. Meili said the feed the Rambam, Kemin El Halacha. But the feed the Mefarish, the Machloikes is only what Avshalom done. What's the Machloikes Tanoim? What's the Nafkemin El Halacha? What's going to be Nafkemin El Halacha? So in the Achronim, we do find the Keren Euro, Meir Simche, and on the Chidushim, they will sagen das so. The Keren Euro, Meir Simche sagen das so. Nafkemin, if a person will say, Hareini Nazir Ke'Avshalom. What's going to be the din on the shine of the Mishnah Melech? The Mishnah Melech asks, feed the Mahalach of the Rambam, not like the Mefarish over here. Or in the Mishnah Melech was learned that Tosis also understands the Mahalach of the Gemara as well. The ganze Machloikis, what we learn over here, the Machloikis that don't in the Gemara, is it legabi Avshalom, or is it legabi every Nazir in the world, every Nazir Oilam? So if a person says, "Arei Nazir ke Avshalom," so the thing is going to be like Avshalom or not, and then I feel if the Mefarish is going to be enough Kamina.
Is it or not?
Yeah. Oh, this is the big chiddush, because the head of Avshalom was because by him COVID was different. So what's going to help if he says Arei ke Avshalom? If we understand that the COVID was differently, what if Shad Arei ke Avshalom? I don't know. Maybe. We can clear over here. What's going to help him to say Arei ke Avshalom? Why should it help? What's the gather over here? As we explain, right? The Mefarish explains, the Mefarish adds, and he says, why the ganze Machloikis is only legabe Avshalom? Every Nazir Oilam definitely every 30 days. Why legabe Avshalom? What's the gather COVID? What's the gather COVID? We know Hich Bitzaroi. What's the gather COVID? Rebbe understands the gather COVID is 12 months. Rabbi Yosi says, no, we don't even get a COVID because he's a Ben Melech, so it's every Erev Shabbos. Aber Lichoire, the ganze Shail over here, is get a COVID, nicht get a COVID. Aber if he says, Arei ke Avshalom, aber not nicht the COVID of Avshalom, the whole heter of Avshalom, 12 months or not 12 months, is because he had the gather of COVID. He was very strong, he was a giver, so by him it helped. But no, by other people, we don't have the COVID. So Lichoire, lefi the Mishnah Melech, it's ein bisschen schwer. I don't know. I'm asking the question. Oh, well, let's go into the Gemara. No, a shtickle. Sorry. The Gemara says over here. So what we had over here. The Gemara says that Nazir Oilam was a gather of Nazir Oilam. Avshalom was a Nazir Oilam, and we have three different malchim in the Gemara. That a Nazir Oilam, we said three different malchim. Or a Nazir Oilam is a mahalach of Yud Beis Chodesh. All the fee that's a Rebbe.
Oh, Friday.
Sorry?
Erev Shabbos to Erev Shabbos.
Erev Shabbos, Rabbi Yosi Erev Shabbos to Erev Shabbos. And we said, Rabbi Noirai, that says every Lamed Yom. So now, Moirdik Rabbi Kiva Eger. Kiva Eger fragt of the limud of the Gemara. Because we were the first, Mat Hashem, we're going to see later on, we're going to see also the limudim of Rabbi Yosi and Rabbi Noiraya, where's the Mekor, that Lamed Yom, or every Erev Shabbos. But the Gemara brought the Mekor for Yud Beis Chodesh. Where's the Mekor of Yud Beis Chodesh? So the Gemara says, from Orei Choyma, Ma also in Boter Choyma is Shnei Masor Chodesh. So over here, right, we said, Shnei Masor Chodesh. Right, Rabbi Kiva Eger, Amor Dik Shaila. Rabbi Kiva Eger, Minchas Chinuch, three different Shailas. First of all, that the Rebbe himself, Alt in Elchin, Daf Lamed Aleph on the base, that a din Boter Choyma depends on Shin Samach Hei Yomim, not in Yud Beis Chodesh. And I say, how can we learn out Nazir Oilam from there? Nazir Oilam is Yud Beis Chodesh. Boter Choyma, Rabbi Yehuda Alein, Rabbi Yehuda Alt over there in Elchin, Daf Lamed Aleph on the base, has nothing to do with Yud Beis. Has to do with 365 days. That's why it's Meuberes, Nish Meuberes. It's going to be very, very different if it's going to be a Shalom Meuberes or not. First of all, Shitas Rebbe itself, in Erech Dav Lamed Aleph Omed Aleph, that the Shono of Boter Choyma is not a Shnas Levona, it's a Shnas Chamo. Shnas Chamo, as we know, or definitely Shnas Chamo or Shnas Levona, Achadasar Yoim, Shneimosar Yoim, right? Shneimosar Chodesh with Achadasar Yoim. So how could the Rebbe say that Avshalom was Mekel Achas Shneimosar Chodesh? And the blind that's all chiyun. Let's go another few shaylas what they reflect over there. Noch a shayla was reflect is in Boter Choyma. We know that the Shana Meuberes nisabro lamoicher. What means nisabro lamoicher? The din is the Boter Choyma that he has a year to buy it back. Right? The moicher has the moicher now if it became a leap year, he has 13 months to collect. Over here we should say by Giluach Nazir Oilam, right? Giluach Nazir Oilam, the Isla Oilam is Yud Beis Chodesh. We should say also, no. Shalom Meuberes, Yud Gimel Chodesh. If we learn the guy from Botter Choimo, and doch legabe Botter Choimo, what do we say? And the Shana Muber, this Abrola Moicher, or Bazoi, we should say Giluach Nazir Oilam, is also depends. Shana Muber is Azoi, Shana Muber is why, or the ending Gemara says always 12 months. Noch a Shaila Frekt of Kivega, third Shaila, why shouldn't we say that we need Meis Leis? Like Botter Choimo. Botter Choimo in Erchin, Daf Lamed Aleph, the Gemara says in Meis Leis. If 2 o'clock in the afternoon he sold the house, so he could buy it a year later. We said 365 days, Rabbi, if 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And both of them, Sayer of Kivega and Sayer of Chaschinuch, bleiben at Tzorchiyun on these Shailas. Yeah. So they don't have a terrace. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's see the Gemara weiter. Yeah. So, I wanted to just look at the Mefarish. The Mefarish says over here in Areini, right? Rabbi Nerai and the din of Rabbi Nerai and Rabbi Yossi. So the Mefarish sign in Dalet Amud Beis in Areini, and the Tanya over here is Mechada that the Tanoim was Machloikes, as we said, only Legabe Avshalom. But as we said before, and what we say in a Nazir Oilam, okay, we say in a Nazir Oilam is not so clear. I don't know. Okay, Ken Zain. Okay, let's check the Gemara. We're going to see weiter the thing. The Shidduch Kobetzes brings b'Shem Rabbi Azriel what we say in the Gemara. Shekeim otzinu b'nei Melochim shemegalchim erev Shabbos ne'erev Shabbos. He says Dafke we say b'nei Melochim. Why? Because Avshalom himself was a ben Melech, and not the Melochim itself. Why? Because the Melech itself, as we know, the Gemara tiny Daf Yud Zayin, Melech beyofyoi techazeno yinecho. The Gemara in Sanhedrin Daf Chof Beis, Darshan from Apostle Yeshaya, that every day he has to be mistapel. So when we learn over here was Dafke. What we learn over here is Dafke legabe them. Okay. Lass uns noch ein Stückel Gemara. Noch ein Stückel Gemara. Zweite Gemara. My time the Rebbe. Rebbe said that Avshalom is megaleach achas liyud beis chodesh. Why? The yolim we bought the choyma, right? And we said yomim tiye geulosay we learn that. Zweite Gemara. Vo Rebbe hu de Omar ein yomim pchusim mishnayim midazoy. Rebbe himself says that a moicher cannot be goyel before 2 days of the mechira. Why? Because it says yomim tiyegulosay, and we know that yomim is lashon rabim. So ibazoi over here we should say it should be mekel asar every 2 days. So ibazoi, why do we need a gzera shove? Right? We can learn out that what ein yomim pchusim mishnayim by Avshalom, like the same like in Botar Choyma. And for the Gemara, I gzera shove mishum koyvet gomer. That means we come over here to explain lefi the gzera shove what says over there in the pasuk, Miketz Yomim leYomim Asher Yegaleach Ki Koved Olo. That's what we can explain.
Is there no other Yomim anywhere in the Torah where you can make it a Shomer?
It's the Yomim with Yomim or Osel.
Even more than that. V'shomarto es achuko azois v'ayid miyom yomimo. We have the Machoikes. Rabbi Yossi with Rabbi Yossi Aglili with Rabbi Akiva. Right? לפי רבי יוסי הגלילי, מי יומי ולא כל יומי, we learn out פרט לשבוס יומי ופתוימים. Right? Tefillin. Chuko is tefillin. But לפי רבי עקיבא, Chuko is Chukas HaPesach. So what means מי יומי יומימה? So the Rishonim say, the Rishonim Menoch is daf Lamed Vav Beis Daftzach. The Rishonim say over there that the Yomim is Take Yomim we learn out the Gzera Shove from Botar Choyma. The same like Pesach, you have to do mi Yomim Yomima. Shomartos achuko azois, the chuko of Pesach. Lefi Eiromin Tzadik Vav. So the same thing is also over here. We can say, yeah, we do find a Gzera Shove of anything. The shaila is if you could do a hekesh techumra, we would make we do a hekesh techumra. That's the shaila. The Rishonim take a fragment of them. There's a Rabbeinu Peretz about it. If you could be thing. But the Gemara answers, what's the Gemara answers? Let's see the Teretz. The Gemara, and for the Gemara, the ganze Zach, what we do, the Gzera Shove is Mishum Koivin Gomer. There's no kovet because what could grow already in 2 days? So for sure that we didn't learn the Gzera Shavet to teach us the shiur of 2 days. Just what? From the limitation of a whole year, what we said over there, ve'im lo yigal ad melois lo yishon otemimo ve'koma bayis asher right legabe boter choyma asher ba'ir asher lo yichoymo letzmisus lakoyne oisoy leberiseo leyetze bayoyvel. What we learn out over here that the shon otemimo, then only then you can be goylet. Only by a ganze year. Maybe Taka Shalom was megalech because we learn that to yomim yomim. Ksi vayim ikei shlosayim yomim. So lechoyre we should learn how to yomim from over there. Vayim ikei shlomayim yomim. And for the Gemara, don yomim sheini moin shonim yomim leyomim. What said by Shalom? Yomim sheini moin shonim like yomim tiyugulose v'shteit nishkin shonim. V'al yochichu zeh. That means don't bring this pasuk vayim ikei shlosayim yomim because sheyeshi moin shonim shenosayim yomim. Kiveiga fragt a shaila. Why the Gemara didn't say tofasta merubah like tofasta? Because we're learning once in 12 months. You say, no, let's learn out from the paroi. The state over there, Nosayim Yomim. 2 years. Tofasta merubah like tofasta. I would say maybe fakert. I say fakert b'kiveiga. Lichoyer we would say fakert. Merube doesn't. Who said that merube? He learns that merube means less tiglachos, right? And more. You're giving it more time of a tiglachas, not once a year tiglachas. You're giving tiglachas once in 2 years. Maybe say merube is lots of tiglachos. That also could be the merube. Forget. And this sein, moira, can sein. Aber der Bekweger versteht nicht das. Der Bekweger answers because he does answer the question. And he says, the Shaila the Gemara is not that the Rebbe, because Lefi Rebbe, we should say that Yom Tiego Lose, that means 2 days. Because Oy Bazoid, the Gzera Shava is not Meduyek. That means, Lefi what we learned before, that the Yomim, the word Yomim that we say in Boter Choyma, we explain it Lefi Rebbe on 2 days. Just what? The Indian is Mechiach, the Ule is going on the year, right? So there's the pasuk. That's why it says we prefer to learn from other places than to learn it from the Boter Choyma, and that's why the Gemara prefers to learn it from Vayimikish Nosai. I mean, just what as we said, because we prefer not to learn from there because it's over there. It's 2 years Yomim and Shonim, and we prefer Yomim and Yomim. Fredi Gemara on Rebbe noch a shaila. Veime shloishim Yomim. Maybe learn that Yomim Yomim shloishim Yomim. Where do we see that Yomim means shloishim Yomim? Ichsiv ad chodesh Yomim. The Gabi the Slav. And for the Gemara, donin Yomim she'eni moim chodoshim, mi Yomim she'eni moim chodoshim. V'alu yichiach. Don't bring me over there pasuk zeh sheyesh moim chodoshim. Because over there chodesh Yomim. Right? It's chodesh Yomim. For the Gemara ve'eimem me'ocha. Maybe learn the Gzera Shava from different. Ichsiv mi Yomim Yomima. What says over there? Over there it says over there legabi iftoch hagilodi. Right? Miyomim yomimo teilachno bnois Yisrael lesanois lebas iftoch hagilodi arba'as yomim beshono. So what do we see over there? That yomim yomimo is 3 months because we take the year, we divide it into 4, so you can make a besaro once every 3 months. And for the Gemara donin yomim yomim vein donin yomim miyomimo. Because that's miyom yomimo, but they see over there that the daughter of Yiftoch Hagilodi, that he sent her out to the mountains. You see over there that she was they went to visit her 4 times a year. Over there it says yom yomimo. We prefer to learn out from yomim yomim than to learn out yomim yomimo. And even when both of them is very very similar, yomim, right over here, and Bas Yiftoch says mi yomim yomimo. You have to say yomim le yomim and yomim yomimo. It doesn't mean the same thing. Because Yomim Yomimo could also explain it mizman lezman. We can explain it a little bit differently. Freidig mo mai nafke mina. Why? Yomim Yomimo is not the same thing. We see it does the same thing. And this is a very famous Tane de Rabbi Shmuel, a brayso we learned Rabbi Shmuel many places in the Shas. But we learn legabi nigei batin. Legabi nigei batin, right? Is Rashi and Eruvin is marich over there. The limud. If you want to look into it, Rashi and Eruvin daf nun aleph amid aleph. Rashi stark marich in this limud. Steht das so. V'shova kohen u'boa kohen. Zui yeshiva, zui bia. And we learn how to get shova, one from the other one. That anything what you did in this, you do in that. So what do you see? You're not makbid the shova on the words exactly the same. Even over here it says shiva v'shova kohen. But it says we still learn it the same thing. And he does the same thing. So, right? So lechoire, why Yom Yomim we don't learn out? And for the Gemara, and lechoire is a bit of stress. Why? Because we could understand very, very simple. Meile legabi nigi batim. What we know, the mashmos of the words, it's the same. Just what? We come to learn the pirti dinim, right? The details of the dinim, what to do, one from the other one, you should do in this, what you do in this. Over here, we are done on the mashmos of the word yomim. And on this, we come to learn Gzeir. So how are we going to build on this, right? The Yesod, what we learn out from this, how are we going to build on it? This is not only because it says by Avshalom yomim leyomim. And Saywot Shtei Legabe Bas Yiftach, mi yomim yomim. What that means, what's the mashmos? The mashmos, as we said before, mi yomim yomim means mizman lezman. Just what? We learn out from the Gzeir. What is the zman by Avshalom? And that's what you could learn out, that the same like in Bas Yiftach was the zman. How much was this time? We said 3 months. So also over here by Avshalom, it's going to be the same thing. Yeah, that's the way that Choyim learn over here the Pshat in the Gemara. And for the Gemara, Hanemile, so why don't we learn out from Yom Yomim, or the same like we learn, even that's not mamish the same words? Hanemile, when we are not makpi that the word should be the same, we don't have anything else. We don't have anything else. We learn actually the word that is very doime. So we have Yomim Yomim, and we have Yomim Yomima. So we prefer to learn from Yomim Yomima than to learn Yomim Yomima than to learn Yomim Yomim from Yomim Yomima, because it's similar to what we said beforehand. Zog the Gemara, let's just another reason why we don't learn Gzeir from the daughter of Iftach. Because where do we know that the divide the 4 times a year is a chalukah of 3 months? Why not? Because it's not always the same. Dilme, because arba zine v'shate. Maybe it's 4 times a year, and then it's going to happen. That means once after every 4 months. And the second time is after 2 months, and then we return. Yes, it's 4 months, 2 months, 4 months, 2 months. Who said it? It's for sure that we didn't learn the Gzeir to learn from a place that we can't know what the pasuk means. So it must be that the kavanah is a different pasuk that we don't have a suffix, because miyomim yomima, we don't know exactly what's a pirkei zman. We know there's a perek zman. It could be 2, 4, 2, 4. They went to visit her 4 times a year, maybe 1, 5, 5. Right? We're not in the year 4 times. When 4 times? We don't know. Who said it's exactly every Kri Chodashim? And when we learn Kri B'Dosar, we want to learn Gzeir Hashem for Yomim, we learn Zman Kavua. We know it's 3 months, 3 months, 3 months. And from there, we can't learn the Zman Kavua 3 months, and that's why we prefer not to learn from over there. Fine. So, Mat Hashem, Rab Noira is, we're going back to the Braise, or the Machlokes Rebbe. Mat Hashem, we're going to see it next week. And Mat Hashem, back in London. Shkoyach.
Shkoyach.
You're welcome.
Oh, yeah.
Dames Sliach.
Amen, Shkoyach.
We can keep it over aim.
Yeah.
Ja,
Shkoyach. Auf alle Eden.
Amen.